Dawn broke over Somerton Beach, Australia. A couple strolling along the serene coastline stumbled upon a chilling sight. A man's lifeless body lay sprawled on the sand. He rested against the seawall as if asleep, but something was terribly wrong. The man was impeccably dressed in a suit and tie. His shoes were polished, his hair neatly combed. There was an eerie stillness about him. The police arrived, their faces grim as they surveyed the scene. The man's pockets yielded no identification, no wallet, no clues to his identity, just an unused train ticket, a pack of chewing gum, and a crumpled piece of paper. Printed on that paper were two words, Tamam Shud. The Somerton man, as he would come to be known, had arrived cloaked in an enigma that would baffle investigators for decades to come. The investigation began, a desperate search for answers in the dimly lit corners of the unknown. In a sea of unknowns, every clue was a beacon of hope. Fingerprints were taken, dental records meticulously checked, but the Somerton man remained an enigma, a puzzle with missing pieces. The autopsy revealed further strangeness, deepening the mystery. The man was in peak physical condition, his organs healthy and robust, his body showing no signs of struggle or trauma. Yet the cause of death remained elusive, a ghostly whisper in the wind. What killed the Somerton man? The question lingered like a shadow. Was it a poison so rare, so potent that it left no trace, no hint of its presence? Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and the mystery only deepened. The Somerton man's identity remained a mystery, a ghost story in the annals of unsolved cases. The case took a chilling turn when investigators discovered that the labels had been meticulously removed from the Somerton man's clothing as if to erase his very existence. It was as if someone had gone to great lengths to erase his past, to sever any ties to his former life, leaving no trace of who he once was. To sever any ties to his former life, to obliterate his identity completely. The Somerton man was not just a man without a name, he was a man without a past, a ghost in the modern world. He was a man stripped of his history, a blank slate in a world that demands identity, an empty vessel adrift in a sea of speculation, a mystery that may never be solved. The cryptic note, Tamam Shud, became the focal point of the investigation, a clue that seemed to hold the key to a deeper mystery. The words, meaning ended or finished in Persian, were torn from a rare copy of the Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, a book known for its poetic reflections on life and death. Months later, the very book from which the note was torn surfaced in the back of a doctor's car, adding another layer of intrigue to the case. Inside the cover, a series of seemingly random letters. A secret code was scribbled, hinting at a hidden message or a clandestine communication. Could this be the key to unlocking the Somerton man's identity? The question lingered in the minds of investigators and enthusiasts alike. The code, however, proved unbreakable, resisting all attempts to decipher its meaning. Experts in cryptography, linguistics, and even military intelligence were brought in, each hoping to crack the code and reveal its secrets. They analyzed the code meticulously, searching for patterns, for any hint of meaning that could provide a breakthrough. But the Somerton man guarded his secrets closely, his identity and the purpose of the code remaining shrouded in mystery. The code remained unbroken, a silent testament to the mystery it concealed, a puzzle that defied all efforts to solve it. The case, once a local mystery, had become an international enigma, capturing the imagination and fueling the nightmares of those who dared to delve into its depths, a story that continues to baffle and intrigue to this day. The lack of a definitive cause of death only deepened the mystery. The Somerton man seemed to have met his end not by human hand, but by some unseen force. Had he ingested a rare, untraceable poison? Or was he the victim of a silent, invisible killer? Theories abounded. Some whispered of espionage, pointing to the code and the Somerton man's seemingly deliberate erasure of his identity. Others speculated about a broken heart, a love affair gone wrong. Each theory was a thread in a tapestry of speculation, woven together by the chilling facts of the case. The Somerton man became a symbol of the mysteries that lurk beneath the surface of everyday life. The Rubaiyat of Omar Khayyam, with its profound themes of mortality and the fleeting nature of time, took center stage in this mysterious case. Was the Somerton man a scholar of Persian poetry, deeply engrossed in the philosophical musings of Khayyam? Or was the book a deliberate red herring planted to mislead investigators and throw them off the true trail? The discovery of the book from which the Tamam Shud note was torn sent a ripple of excitement and intrigue through the investigation. Inside the book's cover, a phone number was written, a number that belonged to a former nurse who lived just a stone's throw from Somerton Beach, adding another layer of mystery. The nurse, known only as Jestin, denied knowing the Somerton man despite the curious connection. Yet witnesses claimed to have seen her on the beach the day before his body was found, raising more questions than answers. When shown a plaster cast of the Somerton man's face, Jestin reportedly fainted, a reaction that only deepened the enigma. The Persian connection, like the other threads of the case, led to a dead end, leaving investigators frustrated and puzzled. The Somerton man, it seemed, would not give up his secrets easily, remaining an enigma wrapped in layers of mystery and intrigue. Years turned into decades, and the trail ran cold. The Somerton man, once a fixture in newspapers and on radio broadcasts, faded from public consciousness. But the mystery lingered, a ghost story whispered in hushed tones. Amateur sleuths, historians, and conspiracy theorists continued to pore over the evidence. Technology advanced, offering new tools for cracking old codes and analyzing evidence. DNA testing, a tool unavailable to investigators in 1948, held the promise of finally putting a name to the face that had haunted the world for decades. But even with these advancements, the Somerton man remained elusive. The passage of time did little to diminish the chilling allure of the case. The world moved on, but the Somerton man remained, a ghost in the machine of time. Whispers of another unsolved mystery intertwined with the Somerton man's case began to surface. A woman, known only as Jestin, claimed she knew nothing about the Somerton man, yet her behavior suggested otherwise. Was she a scorned lover, a witness to something sinister? Her true role in this complex narrative remains shrouded in mystery. Some believe Jestin held the key to unlocking the Somerton man's identity. The woman's presence added a layer of intrigue to an already baffling case. Who was she and what did she know? The possibilities were endless, each more unsettling than the last. The Somerton man's case was like a Russian nesting doll, each layer revealing a new mystery. In the 21st century, the Somerton man's case found new life in the digital age. Internet forums buzzed with theories, amateur sleuths shared their findings, and the cold case warmed under the scrutiny of a global audience. Forensic experts, armed with cutting-edge technology, re-examined the evidence. DNA analysis offered a glimmer of hope, a chance to finally give the Somerton man back his name. Despite the advances in technology, the Somerton man's case remained unsolved. The mystery, once confined to the dusty archives of police stations and libraries, was now a digital enigma. The Somerton man had become a global citizen, his story a testament to the enduring power of mystery. He is a ghost in the machine, a digital phantom reminding us that some mysteries may never be solved. The Somerton man's case remains an open wound on the body of history, a constant reminder of the limits of our knowledge and the elusiveness of truth that we seek. Was he a spy, silenced by Cold War intrigue and espionage, a heartbroken lover seeking solace in death's embrace? Or was he simply a man caught in the wrong place at the wrong time, a victim of unfortunate circumstances? The Somerton man's legacy is not just one of mystery, but of our enduring fascination with the unknown and the unknowable. He represents the darkness that lurks at the edges of our understanding, always just out of reach. The Somerton man's case continues to captivate and haunt us, refusing to be forgotten. It serves as a stark reminder that some questions may never have answers, no matter how hard we search. The phrase "tamam shud," once a cryptic message on a torn piece of paper, has become synonymous with unsolved mysteries worldwide. It represents the abrupt end of a life, the sudden silencing of a story yet to be told. The Somerton man's story forces us to confront our own mortality, our own vulnerability in the face of the unknown. But the Somerton man's story also offers a glimmer of hope. It reminds us that even in death, there is a strange kind of immortality. As long as his story is told, he will live on in our collective imagination. The search for answers continues, fueled by our insatiable curiosity. The Somerton man's story, though unfinished, will continue to echo through the corridors of time.